Hello and welcome to Pandora FMS. In today's video, we'll see the discovery task for Amazon Web Services EC2, how to configure it step by step, and check the results obtained in your Pandora FMS console. The first thing to do before starting with task configuration is to have the necessary AWS credentials registered in the console. For that, go to Management, Configuration, Credentials Store. Click Add Key and specify an identifier for the key that you will save, a group, the product, which in this case will be AWS, and then add the ID of the access key and the secret access key. Once saved, continue with the creation of the discovery task. Also take into account that the Disco file must be uploaded with the EC2 base configuration in order to create it. By default, the EC2 package comes with the installation or update of Pandora FMS to the version where the new Discovery 2.0 system is included. But if it does not have it, it would be necessary to upload the file from the Managed Discovery Packages view. This process is shown in the video on how to update a Disco file, as the process is the same. Once you make sure you have it, to create the task, go to Discovery Cloud Amazon EC2. Open the task creation form and specify the name that this task will have, a description, the Pandora FMS server that will execute this task, a group it will belong to, an execution interval depending on whether you want it to be manual or automatic, and the timeout for execution. In the next step, indicate the AWS credentials that you will use, which will be the ones you saved and that you saw how to do it from the credentials store, and you will indicate a maximum number of threads, which by default is 1. You may also optionally enable the use of proxy. In addition, specify the IP address and port of the Tentacle server, along with extra options. You may also enable or not the option to add global statistics to the agent that will be created with the execution of the task and indicate an agent name for the statistics, which in case of being empty will use the default agent name for applications. Click Next and you will have to wait a few seconds, since at this point it will perform a brief scan of the EC2 environment of your AWS to later indicate all the areas that you have available, as well as in which you have existing instances. If you don't have any instances, the appearance of this view will look like the one you see on screen. In our case, there's a couple of instances in the EU West 1 and US East 1 areas. Select the ones that you want to be the target in the task execution and click Next. In this step, you will see the options to enable scanning and general monitoring, where if you enable it, you may choose to show a summary of CPU, IOPs, disk, and network performance. In addition, you also have options to enable storage monitoring and elastic IP addresses. Click Next and an option called Total Cost will appear. If you enable it, this will also show a module that will tell you what the total monetary cost of an instance is within the time interval indicated in cost interval. Once filled in with the desired values, click on Complete Configuration and you will have finished the setup for the EC2 task. Once the configuration is finished, go to the task list view where you may see the task you just created in the Cloud Tasks section. Then, depending on the type of execution interval that you indicated, it will be executed automatically or click Force to run the task manually. Once the execution is finished, you may see with the View the Summary icon in the Operations column the result in the form of a summary of instance agents, zone agents, and total agents created by the task. If you access the Agents view in Resources Manage Agents, you may see these new agents. You may see how there's an agent called US East 1, and the last one has the ID of the instance as a name. If you access the view of these agents, you may see the modules created, as well as additional data such as the type of instance, its IP address, etc. in the case of looking at the data of the created instance agent. And that was it for today's video. Don't forget it, if you like the video, smile, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Any suggestions, questions, or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. Remember that if you're interested in trying Pandora FMS Enterprise, you may contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you on social media and in future learning videos.